Welcome to the Solid Edge Built-in Data Management Tools, BIDM. You can use these tools to manage your data without additional products, such as SQL Server or add-on PDM products. To learn more about any of the topics in this video, see the help topic titles displayed at the bottom of most of the video screens as well as in the link panel on the right side of the help page. You can set up Solid Edge data management to be used by a single user or by multiple users who access functionality from a central location. Solid Edge data management provides 3 levels of capabilities. You can start with the basics, such as defining a vault to benefit from index-based search and defining what criteria makes your documents unique. Starting with just what you need helps you address challenges with legacy data. You may want to use the index-based search functionality and possibly the Lifecycle Assistant to move or change the status of files. Or you may choose not to manage file names for file and part number uniqueness, as the name changes may conflict with your legacy data. You can use the Solid Edge data preparation tools, installed with Solid Edge, to resolve problems with legacy data, such as duplicate files and broken links. You can clean up your legacy data over time, as you adopt more data management capabilities. If you are storing files on a network share, start by installing and configuring Fast Search on that server. Be sure to also define Solid Edge options on each client. If you are storing files on your local drive, you can just define Solid Edge options. Next, turn on Solid Edge data management. If you have a multiple user configuration, you must do this on each client. This is in addition to installing and configuring Fast Search on the file server. In the Solid Edge Options dialog box, you can also define a search vault, establish file uniqueness, and set up lifecycle management, as explained next. All of the document management functionality requires the definition of a vault location, which is simply selecting the folder structure where your Solid Edge production files are stored. When you define Solid Edge options on the computer where the files are stored, you identify what is indexed for Fast Search. You also need to define the vault on clients running Solid Edge, as this determines where Solid Edge searches for revisions, draft files, and where used information. When you define the vault, the system also registers Solid Edge properties for indexing and use in Windows Explorer. You define custom properties in a props.txt file, and then register them using the Custom Properties tab. You can also define properties in Solid Edge template files. This process requires more configuration effort to ensure uniform definition, and it must be defined on the Solid Edge client and where files are stored. Properties provide valuable data within design data. You can use properties to accurately populate title blocks, parts lists, and callouts. Properties are also used to find files for reuse, purchasing, or manufacturing. The primary properties are document number, revision, and title. You then use the Document Naming Rule tab to specify that files are named using a unique document number and revision. When you save a document, Solid Edge captures the document number, the revision number, and a descriptive title. Solid Edge also checks document numbers for uniqueness before save or save as. Finally, you can move documents through the release cycle using the Lifecycle Assistant, LCA. You can also specify the Solid Edge status that should be used. Applying a status can reserve access to a specific user or define a file as released for production. You can use the LCA to specify locations for work in progress, released, or obsolete status files. When you set these locations, the system physically moves the files to the new location. When you revise or save as, the system places new files in the work in progress location. Now that you are set up to use Solid Edge data management, see the Data Management tab for all the options you can use to work with your documents.